Hey Roadrunners, welcome back. Game day, baby. I'm a little late on the video, so sue me. Or expect a refund. I don't know. Anyway, it's your boy the Lip Medallion. Rowdy is on the stage, and he's got the medallion lit. So you know this is an important game for the state of Texas. Make no mistake, there's no game bigger in the state of Texas than Texas State and UTSA. We're the only game that matters in the state of Texas. Well, at least today, right? Tell that to the Aggies and Longhorns. Boo those guys. They don't matter. Anyway, let's talk about this game coming up. All right, I'm going to lay the ground rules out right now. I predicted an 8-4 season. I actually think this is a tough game for the Roadrunners. This is one that I think is going to be an L column for us. And my fears are kind of justified, more so after watching last week's game. We struggled blocking. We struggled running the football. And we actually struggled with Kennesaw State's rushing attack, right? Now, Kennesaw State didn't have great yardage, but they kind of schemed us the way Army would scheme us. Texas State ain't going to do that. Texas State going to test us with their wide receivers. So we've got to get pressure on that new quarterback, McLeod. McLeod didn't have that great of a game. So McLeod, he threw for like 230 yards, 238 yards. He was 21 of 33 TDs, 1 interception against Lamar. Lamar's not, I mean, we handled Lamar pretty easily last time we played him. Kennesaw State, we struggled. They struggled with Lamar, so you can't really take anything away from the way we both played our opponents other than how we played our positions. And our offensive line has to shore up. We're not the kind of team that can let other teams get out in front of us. Not anymore. And then we make the miracle 6-minute comeback. The game clock doesn't work that way anymore, right? The clock doesn't stop anymore. It just keeps running, right? So you can have a 4 down possession, right? Not get a first down, punt on 4th down, and still burn up 3 minutes if you're smart. You can do that now, right? In just in the middle of the third quarter. Shorten the game like crazy, right? Shorten the 4th quarter like crazy with 9 minutes to go. You're up 14. Why go fast? You could take 3 minutes off and go and be up 14, punting the ball with 6 minutes left in that situation. You don't have to go fast. Not anymore, right? Before you had to go fast to get the other team tired because of the play clock, the way the rules stopped the game, right? Now we know McCown had a better game than McLeod. They had this Mahdi. This kid can run the ball. Man, he had 156 yards on 28 carries and 1 TD. We didn't even rush for 156 yards, I don't think. I would have to look. Let me see if I can't find the stat on that. Stats, here we go, boom. We only rushed for 76 yards as a team against Kennesaw State, right? That was it. That's got to get better. That's got to get shored up, and it gets shored up by Kavorian Barnes not dropping the football. He cannot drop the football. They know they're going to penalize. We know they're going to penalize him, right? The game is here. It's this simple. I'm making a shorter video than most. The game is here. We stay in our own heads. We don't let them get in our heads. We don't let Texas State rent free in our heads, and we create stupid penalties like we did against Kennesaw State. They will bury us. They will absolutely bury us if we allow that to happen. Oh, they will absolutely put 35 on us if we let that happen. We can't. And we have to get pressure on their QB, and we have to shore up the running lanes with our linebackers and our free safety, right? We have to force them one-dimensional. And I think the one-dimensional we want to force them to is passing, because that'll bode better for us. And the reason why I say that is once they can't rely on running the football, we can get after the quarterback, right? If they can rely on running the football, then at some point we're going to sneak up. They're going to go over the top, down the middle. just like they did, like Kennesaw State did to us, right? That's my thinking in this. Can we do it? Yeah, absolutely. We've got the talent. We've got the talent on defensive line. If we get, I don't see if Danye Taylor's back, but we definitely need him back. We had some other guys that were out. We get those guys back, I think we're going to be okay on defense. This is going to be a tough game for us. Make no mistake. This is a rivalry game. The law of averages are at play here. We're 5-0 against them. I mean, it's rare that you see long win streaks against your rival. It's rare. Think about it. Alabama has still lost many memorable games to Auburn in the past 15 years. Everybody knows, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm worried about. That kind of game happening to where we play lackluster, even though it's a rivalry game. We let them, and I'm talking our UTSA defensive players, we let their offense get in our kids' heads. Their defense can't get in our offense head. I don't see they can do that. We're just not fast striking anymore. McCown doesn't have the deep ball that I don't think he has as good of a deep ball as he needs to develop that. Let's put it that way. Oh, he's got a cannon. The way he fired that into Cardenas and his 20-yard pass. Oh yeah, he's got some zip on it. That's good, right? It's just when he's going for the 40 and 50-yard pass, he's got to work on that a little bit. You know, give him some playing time. He should. Will the offensive line keep him clean though? Because here's my concern. We saw it last year, and if you go back to my video last year, maybe not that video, but probably the video after that, I talked about how the Texas State game took something out of the Roadrunners, right? They were playing a little chippy, and they were playing a little dirty, right? And, you know, it kind of set our team kind of sideways a little bit after the game, you know. But if we get out of this clean and we win this game, then I'm going to change my prediction from 8-4 to probably 10-2. I really am. Because I think our only loss out of conference, when we beat Texas State, is going to be Texas. I mentioned that, and you know what most teams do, what many teams do, they look to next week, right? They look to next week. We can't look to next week. We've got to beat Texas State before we worry about playing Texas. So let's see what happens. Let's see how our guys shore up those penalties on the defensive side. They were just dumb penalties, right? Yeah, you know, sometimes you're offsides. Yeah. We call those dumb penalties, but the real dumb penalties are late hit out of bounds, personal fouls, late hit on the quarterback. You know it's going to come if you just keep pushing it, right? You get away with one, let up. It's hard to, though. I get it. It's hard to let up. But late hit out of bounds, you can 100% let up. Pushing another player after the play, letting the official see you, you can let that stuff go, and you have to let it go, especially against Texas State. Now, Texas State had 18 penalties. We had 10. So maybe they're not so disciplined and it plays in our favor. That's why we need to be the disciplined team. Let them make the mistakes. Peace out, Roadrunners. Birds up. Let's get this dub.